All right. Looks like everything's going. So, what I've been doing is okay. Two things. One, sorted out the delay thing I had yesterday with the input on recording, and got that figured out. So now I'm here. I spared some of the time finding what I'm doing. So what I did was I found a sample that I thought was neat, and I wanted to change it up a little bit. So here's the sample I found. A little Stranger Thingsy, you could say. One, I love that. Two, it was in this sound thing from FL Studio here. So the 80s retro revival. So I'm like, okay, I mostly like this, but I want to change it up some. So what I did was I stuck it into Edison. I already recorded it in there, and then I hit the thing where I convert to score and up to piano roll. Then I had to clean it up a little bit. And yeah, I got to the pattern I have now, which is just this plain default sound in FM8. And that's where I'm gonna, manipulate it a bit. So delete Edison there so I'm not running over that. And there are some spots where I wanted it to hold longer. So I want this to hold longer. So yeah, like I felt like it added a little more to it for me. Now what I'm going to do is like same thing, cut the progression a bit short, but have it hold longer here. Okay, yeah, and so I'll continue manipulating it as I go, but now I'm just gonna find the sound I want. I like the one in the sample was super like 80s supercell type thing. This one is very like sine wavy. I want to find somewhere in between. Obviously, I love Stranger Things, one of my favorite shows. I don't know if I have a Funko around here, but I've got some Stranger Things Funkos. I've got one in my office at work, and then so yeah, love the show. So what I like that supercell vibe. I like that, but I want it to be a little softer. Kind of gives it a little more variability, I should say. Like it's not putting you into one single pocket. So this is the fun part. I didn't spare this part because I want my reaction to what I find the sound to be, to be there. I'm gonna turn this down. That's probably really loud. Okay, I like that. So I also might want to change the key up a bit. That's not going to be quite right though. Let me try something else. Okay, I like that more. So then I'm going to change this back to what it had. F there. Okay. So it sounds like almost too playful. I wanted it to have a little more like music. Like I wanted it to be like something you hear in an actual song and not just some like Adventure Time thing, which also again a thing I love. That's why I referenced it. I'm gonna reference a lot of stuff I like as examples. Okay, now I'm gonna manipulate this a bit. So I'm gonna rename, recolor, say synth lead, roll the dice on some color. Yeah, it feels pretty green, I'll say. I did the pattern. Okay, hold on. Try this again. So back in high school, one of the things we would do in choir is we would like do a song or like sing a part, and she'd be like, all right, what color does that sound like? And like, you know, you do it, and at the time you're in high school, you think it's a funny joke, and now like 10 years later, over 10 years later, I'm like, oh, this sound feels green, and I'm like serious about it. Yeah, I wish I would have taken it more seriously back then, you know, whatever. Nonsense. So, rename recolor, Control L, pop it to the mixer. Then I can have a little fun with it. But flange it. Honestly, default's not bad there. Let's try some other stuff out. I'm gonna stick with the default there, and maybe change it a little bit. Okay, gives it more character. Do I want to EQ it at all? It's a little bit that way. I'm gonna leave that. Maybe reverb it. I want this to kind of be full. Okay. Now I'll probably have this quiet as a like background thing. But what key does this have me in? Okay, now this is where I'm gonna see. I mean, is it just A minor? A minor scale. You know, it is not. Okay. I'll figure it out. Anyway, I'm just gonna kind of go. So, now I got the MIDI keyboard here. All reliable. Again, an item I've had for about half my life, and it still works. So, yeah. Okay, so I've got this, and I know it seems almost wild to arpeggiate this more, but it feels like it's missing something still, you know? I'll hold off on that and wait here. Figure out. Let me reset this and turn it down here. So this is what I normally do. I was doing this start. I only manipulate the volume from the mixer when I'm going to mix. So yeah, that sounds fine. Baseline. So I had this to figure stuff out. I'm gonna delete that. That was me figuring out the audio delays. I'll stick with the what plugin do I want to use for the chords now? Let's try some Sawyer here. Gotta find the sound here. Again, hardest part, finding the sound. Probably gonna go, let's try some pads here. Okay, onto something there. I'm probably gonna mute this while I record this. Actually, I may not even stick with this. This might just be that happens sometimes. We'll get there. We'll get there. Okay. I'll figure out the rest of my progression from here. So I just wanted to get that in, get some velocities in. Where was I? This is probably really tilting to people who like know music more, like music theory. I'm going to... Yeah, okay. It'd be really great if I knew how to figure out what scale I'm in. Mine's C minor. Yeah, I think that's okay. That's where I'm at with this at least. So I'm gonna. Ah, no, fuck. You know, sometimes you don't sleep enough and you mix up flat and minor and all that. You know, it's okay. So I'm in C flat major, right? Is it correct? Not even. Hold on. So that would need to be. Okay, you know what? I'm not sure. It sounds right. I'll figure that out another time. Oh, wait. So that would be the. Okay. That one here. I'm gonna actually take these. I like how that went there. Did that have any velocity on? What the heck? Ah, that was the issue. Okay. I'm gonna cheat this a bit and see if I can figure out this way. Whatever, right? Boom, boom. Yeah, that sounds right to me. For some reason the inputs weren't sticking right, so I'm just gonna, oh. I'm gonna go below that. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bam. That sounds more like a resolution. So we're gonna go here with that. Alright, does this sound right at all like this? Yeah, alright. Hey, look at that. Alright, now, what's gonna go in between these? Little puzzle here for me. Huh. I don't know if that's right. Okay, there we go. Segue there. Alright, so there's that. Wait. I just ended that same way there. Or do I need to have that and like that? I think that's probably the better way to do that. So let me... Gonna keep that up as it was. Oh no. Okay. Leave that there. All right, now let's get some drum. Oh, let me put this puppy in the mixer. Chords. Ba 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 ba. Cadet Blue. That feels about right. Okay. I like how the chords sound. You don't have to affect everything, so I'm not gonna put effects on everything. All right, now. Okay, it's gonna be drum time. Worried this sci-fi kit, while thematically probably appropriate. No, not that. Okay. Okay, that sounds right. That sounds pretty good. All right, so I'm gonna just keep it simple on this. It's got a little spacier than I intended, but alright. You know, that happens sometimes. Okay. And if you saw my last one, you know I like to keep it not aligned to the exact cell. So let's see how it sounds. That was a little off, so it's a little late, I think. So I came in fairly early. I don't mind it being a little early, but I don't want it way off. The more that's packed in, usually the closer it needs to be. It's just what I find, except for hi-hats. Hi-hats you can really swing off and back into the groove, but kicks, I feel like you can have a little leeway on. Snares, I always feel like have to be pretty darn close. See, okay. Here's an example of where I like the swing. It like has some extra to it, you know? So this was a little off. Why's this not off? Maybe no, that sounds fine. Probably. This is probably where it gets weird. Yeah, it felt too early there. Too early here. I keep saying feel a lot. It's kind of those things where it's going to depend on your own personal preference. Like, so for me, I don't like how this sounds, so I'm going to leave it. The melody and chord sounds more techno-y, 80s, and so now I want the beat to bring it back a little bit to hip-hop. Okay, save. Now I'm going to, I'd like doing the snares and kicks together, but now it's time to put them in separate channels. Okay. Now I've got my kick. Give that a fun color. Give it a, there we go. I like to make kicks dark colors usually. And then let's see, snare. This is like, honestly, this is like yellow orange, just all the way through and through. You can't tell me this is not yellow orange. Okay. I'm gonna turn my headset up so I can hear this better. I'm sure it's not coming through right here. Okay, I'll turn that down a bit on the desktop. Okay. Now, hi-hat time. Do any of these hi-hats work? Okay. Not feeling the hi-hats, we're gonna find the new hi-hat. Also, I've got battery with all the kits, so like I just use it. There's probably, like, I could probably just drag these out into the thing and save myself the CPU on the plugins, but this is just how I kind of usually do it. There we go. There's our hi-hat. All right. So let me experiment with that. Pretty straightforward. Let's try to start over. Okay. So my same thing. Well, first let me rename this. Hat. It's gonna go pink on that with the hat. Give it its channel. Boom, bat. Okay. Now here we are. It's not too far out. Now I'm kind of identifying spots where it gets a little too late. It's definitely dragging, but I want to kind of reel it in a bit. I'm going to prep it for the swing here. It like literally sounds too early when it's on beat there. Just kind of funny. Okay, so like I like to leave it out of the grid so that I can get some swing in, and then the parts when it's going to be closer to the grid, I'll like adjust it beforehand so it doesn't sound way off. It's like these parts like gotta be a little tighter. Now, sometimes I like to do the arpeggiated, like, you know, that kind of hi-hat thing. So I'm going to see how that sounds here, because it might sound weird, it might sound right. First, I need to quantize so it fills the grid. Then I can gate it. That's probably right. What I'm gonna do is there we go. I don't know why that came to be. It just sounded a little too much, so I pulled out that second one to give it a little lead in, and then the end, so it didn't chop right back in. So here's where we're at now. Oh, wait. Why does this sound off now? I just noticed that. When did I... Whatever. Did I accidentally move something and didn't notice it? Hold on. Why does this sound wrong? What? I'm losing my mind right now. This is throwing me way off. What the heck? So I literally went. So this is right. what I'm gonna do, let's drag this all the way up here to this. What is wrong with this note? Why is this not coming in? Is this a mono pad and I'm just going insane? I'm not. It's playing it all, right? Like, what is happening? I am still gonna do this though, 'cause I like how that sounds better actually. Okay, screw this. Now I want to drag that one down, I think, yeah. And that one down. I'll leave that here actually. Okay, now on the shared notes will not be as loud. So that. Okay, that should sound more proper now. I don't know what got out of whack, but we're good now. Kind of making sure these match up the way I have it, because that's gonna be that. Okay, that's out of line from one. That's not on anything, but it's on a couple, so I think it's okay. Let me try the arpeggiation again on the chords. That might not come out right though. Yeah, the attack's not. Okay. Come back to here with it though. Let me explore some different sounds. I'm gonna save. Something's sitting weird now as I have this. I was on break or something. Let's explore more. That fits. Okay, that's way better. All right. Right now, baseline. The most important part, even though it's the most unrecognized part. Let's see. I'm gonna go with massive here. If I can find it. I may not be going with massive if I cannot find it. Here it is. I don't know. It groups it separately from all the other NI plugins. This puppy is loud. Turn that way down to start. I used that literally yesterday. Okay, hold on. Here's something kind of subtle. Maybe a massive's not the right one for subtle. Might be okay. But turn it down. Looks like it'd be higher up here. That's probably about right. So again, I'm gonna start with my cheat code on the chord thing. But this could be really bad. We'll see. Gotta isolate this real quick. Now I want that to be more in line with some other stuff in here. Actually gonna go with that. Does that track with everything else I've gotten here? I would say, yeah, pretty much. Okay. So now I want it to be a bit less boring. So let's see. Okay. And I'm definitely gonna not swing. A little later on that. I think that was right. Also, you might hear our foster dog in the background. If anyone's looking to adopt a dog, he's actually a really good boy. I think this is where it needs to be. Gotta feel that out. Yeah, it can be slow like that. It's ready to go. Then I'll ride that one out to here. Where'd it go? Real deep. Okay. So come back to there. So that'll probably sound about right. Gonna reset that. Name it. Oh, wait, that's the pattern. Caught myself. All right. Rename and recolor base. Let's find a nice color. I'll go with that. Sure. Chocolate brown. It's kind of mixed for me on how much I like chocolate. Anyway. Oh yeah. That didn't sound right timing wise. All right, hold on. Where was that wrong? that needs a little swing to it, doesn't it? There we go. Velocity. So, wait, actually, so I started here. Also, I want to, let me put this pattern in here. I actually want to see if I improved on the sample or if it'd be better with this. So let me, here it is that. Kick needs to be stronger, so sounds were not quite right. Give a little bit of reverb and delay. I like the Fruity plugins actually the most, probably because they're all visual and I'm very visual with it to like kind of see what's going on. Like the EQ. Okay, here's an example. So I love the EQ they do because you can literally just see where stuff's coming in and adjust. So what I was going to do was, I was going to mute that, unmute this. I'm going to have to adjust the volume for sure. I like the one we've got now better. So, I think it could stack okay. Oh yeah, okay. I think like 8-bar hook style, it fits. As far as how the hook would go, that's a tough part. Oh wait, this told me the key, didn't it? You know, you win some, you lose some, right? Now I could at least tune the kick. Now what I would do there is, so okay, I'm not gonna do it yet, but here's what I would do is I would do auto tune in, well, actually first what I'm gonna do is make sure it's coming through in that key. I want to see if it matches what it was telling me. Probably will. Alright, I'm gonna trust the key the sample had. And if anything, like, okay, if I go here and it sounds like Garbo, then I'll know. So yeah, so weigh our chord. I bring this over, I unhook it from the master, hook it to my out. And then on my in, I put my input. What's my input 1? Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay. Now I'm gonna pull out my keyboard. Maybe this might double sound. We'll see. Wait. Again, A sharp is B flat, of course. Sometimes that's all you need to know. Oops. Really rusty on this. Okay, all right, good. So that would be how I'd workshop the melody. Is I'd start with this, play around with it. Maybe I'll come back with something because I don't know how it's gonna sound on stream. So I might need to mute my normal mic so that it doesn't double come through, because that would be tragic. Alrighty, I'm hearing myself twice. This isn't good. Oh, it's because it's coming through here. It's tough. I see. Okay, that's not a big deal then. All right. Okay. That will be for another time, because I gotta run. But thank you for joining me here, and yeah. Oh, I completely forgot to check my chat. Thank you, Snowpiz. Hi, Snowpiz. Hi, Snowpiz. Sorry I missed you. I am not used to monitoring a chat as well. Got in the zone. Thanks, Emma. I'll give a winky face because that's my fiance. Nice. And on that,